Girl Scouts of Connecticut is recognizing the contributions of 3 amazing female leaders in our state. It's for the organization's annual Legacy of Leadership ceremony. It's happening next week, and we introduce you to one of the honorees, Carol Unger, last hour. And with us right now is Saba Shahid of Simsbury. We're happy to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for being with us. Well, I'm chatting with you. You have some incredible experience, but let's start with your experience with the Girl Scouts and how that really shaped what you did as you continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm happy to tell you that I'm a lifetime Girl Scout. My Girl Scouting journey began as a Brownie Scout, and I worked my way up all the way, the different ranks, to Senior Scout. As a Senior Scout, I got some pretty incredible experiences. I was one of the youngest board members to sit on the board of Girl Scouts of Connecticut. And, over the years was able to transition that into a position of third vice president of Girl Scouts of Connecticut. So I think, with having many of these experiences, I was able to get early exposure to leadership and to women who were very empowering and really helped pave the pathway. As a young girl, obtaining any type of badge or completing a task was super empowering. Getting that badge and having my mom putting it on the sash was like, wow, like I did that, I achieved that. So, it's been an incredible journey. As a Senior Scout, I also obtained the Gold Award, which is the highest ranking award that a Girl Scout can get.
And you brought that along with you today.
I did, yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
And so that was, extremely empowering because, again, that's the highest award that you can obtain, and it was a way that I could give back to my community, and really from start to finish was a project that I worked on pretty independently.
Talk a little bit more about all of the other accomplishments that you have done in your life. I mean, you're an author, you're a pilot. Yeah. Talk about all that.
Yeah, of course. So, after becoming a mom, I have 2 kids, 2 boys. Ayan is 5 and Ashaz is almost 1. I feel like my little ones, gave me a whole new perspective to what it means for inclusivity. And so my little one really motivated me to start writing children's books. And so these books, I wanted him to be able to walk into a library and see himself and to feel empowered and to really feel like he belonged. And so I started writing children's books, and so there's kind of 2 folds. One is based on diversity and inclusion as a way to promote different cultures, different languages through transliterated pages. And there's also a women empowerment series, focused on helping young girls, but also, just in general, the younger audiences to explore different avenues, of how women have broken the glass ceiling. And, when we see ourselves represented at a young age, we're really able to strive for that. And that's kind of the goal, of those books.
If you could, before we go, if you could tell us one experience that you had, maybe with the Girl Scouts, that really sort of changed the way that you thought and maybe saw your future much clearer.
Yeah, definitely. So, the mission of Girl Scouts is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character. And, I truly feel that I was given that at such a young age, having the opportunities to sit on the board or to be a part of some of these projects really trailblazed the way for me to not only be a leader, but also an entrepreneur. I think it really fueled me into the different things that I'm involved with today. Overall has been so amazing and inspiring in, just the upbringing. I think early exposure is so important, and, Girl Scouts definitely gave that to me.
Yeah, it is incredible to talk to you, and you're certainly worthy of the honor. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just such a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Well, we look forward to more coming up at the awards later in the month.